Recording. We're recording. We're live. Go. It's No Game Scientist.
Hello.
We're doing Mass Effect 2. I'm not messing with 1. I think
That game did not age well.
No, I tried it when this collection launched.
It doesn't feel good to play, rather. That's the better way to phrase that.
Yeah, and I mean, the storyline is kind of cool, but the actual experience of playing is pretty rough. Like, it tried to take some of what Dragon Age is doing and put it into a sci-fi game, and it just didn't work out. So, you know, to their credit, they got people who knew more for like action-oriented games and took their advice going forward. And 2 and 3 are, you know, for some faults that they have, regarded as classics, and everyone's kind of waiting for another one that hits the same. So, yeah, I don't know. Here we go. You can support us on Patreon at patreon.com/NoGameScientist. Is that what it is?
Yes.
Follow us on Blue Sky with a very similar one, and those links will be in the bottom of the video. Let's go. I think we're going to start with the little comic thingy, and then, unfortunately, character creation, although I'm probably going to make that pretty fast.
I mean, I presume you're just going to do default Shepard.
Probably. We're going to do normal. I'm not going to mess with... we're not going to do auto level, because I wanted to be able to choose my abilities. Is this going to do the comic? Thought it would. Maybe not. I think this is just the intro.
Did they take that out of this? Like,
I don't know.
That'd be kind of wild if they did.
That'd be kind of wild. I mean,
Shepard did
or it starts
everything
after
right.
this segment.
More
and I'm
than
just
we could have
forgetting
hoped
the
for.
order of things.
Mm-hmm.
Commander Shepard uncovered the truth.
And still, it's not enough.
We're at war. No one wants to admit it, but humanity is under attack.
But they're sending him to fight Geth. Geth. We both know they're not the real threat. The Reapers are still out there.
And it's up to us to stop them.
The Council will never trust Cerberus.
So the
They'll never
implication
accept
is
our
this is
help, even after
before
everything humanity has accomplished. But Shepard, they'll follow him.
he's been shot
A
down.
bloody icon.
Yeah.
But he's just one man. If we lose Shepard, humanity might well follow.
Then see to it that we don't lose him.
I'm not going to read this, but just describing the Reaper attack and the Council trying to stop the rumors. You know, there's no war in Bossing Say type stuff.
Yes.
So, even though it's like very obviously there's a problem, they're just going to be like, nope. Nuh-uh.
Nuh-uh, you fools.
I do appreciate some of the...
Disengaging FTL drives.
Oh, so I forgot it
Ignition
was,
sinks active.
for some reason I thought it was... I forgot it was Seth Green in this.
Board is green. We are running silent.
We're wasting our time. 4 days searching up and down this sector, and we haven't found any sign of Geth activity.
Okay,
3
buddy.
ships went missing here in the past month. Something happened to them.
My money's on slavers. The Terminus system is crawling with them.
Picking up something on the long-range
It's kind of
scanner.
wild that this looked
Unidentified vessel.
pretty good when it came out.
Looks like a cruiser.
Now it's not like
Any known signatures.
bad, it's just not nearly as impressive. At least
Cruiser
for
is changing course.
the
Now
human
on intercept
models.
trajectory.
Can't be. Stealth systems are engaged. There's no way a Geth ship could possibly...
It's not the Geth. Brace for evasive maneuvers.
Presley!
Kinetic barriers down. Multiple hull breaches. Weapons offline. Somebody get that fire out.
trying to remember how many years has it been since I've been. It's gotta be since college. If I'm gonna
Shepard!
be like honest with myself.
Distress beacon is ready for launch.
Yeah.
Will the Alliance get here in time?
Fuck the Alliance.
The
Are
Alliance
you
would
new player
abandon
on
us.
Shepard or
We
Renegade
just need
Shepard?
to hold on.
I don't know yet.
Get everyone onto the escape shuttle.
Joker's still in the cockpit. He won't evacuate. I'm not leaving
I
either.
think it's.
Fun fact.
Get to the damn shuttle.
Another game.
I'll haul Joker's crippled ass out of here.
Fucking A.
Shepard!
Get the hell out of here.
Sorry. Is that Liara is voiced by the voice actors for Lightning, which we're playing Final Fantasy 13.
Everybody in! Go, go, go!
I'm gonna have to turn it down once we get control again because I think it's too loud.
Which actually you can probably kind of hear Lightning in that in a little bit there, or at least I heard the subtitles there.
Okay, that's probably gonna be better.
Mayday! Mayday! Mayday!
It was way too loud,
Mm.
We've suffered heavy damage from an unknown enemy.
and I may even turn it down a little more.
Come on, baby,
We'll
hold
see.
together.
This was definitely like a big deal the first time the game came out because like, just think about what one felt to play. Like the little bit that I played of it and you played of it is like, this comes out and it introduces with this start. It's like,
Yeah.
this is
and
a very short
it's
segment, but it's like,
it's been long enough, but like this pump fake you get of like, oh shit, my Shepard's dead.
yeah.
Come on, Joker. We have to get out of here.
No, I won't abandon the Normandy. I can still save her.
The Normandy's dead. Just like us, we don't get the hell out of here.
No, we just have to. Oh no. They're coming around for another attack.
I do. This is kind of done in like a, in some respects in Dune, but I kind of wonder if they've done any kind of like
Watch the arm.
sci-fi that does. What am I trying to articulate here? A lot of ships in these kind of worlds like are so powered, they're basically just all WMDs. And like, I do think you'd have a bit of a dynamic of mutually assured destruction a little bit, where you wouldn't actually be using these super weapons on them as much. And a lot of more combat would be resolved through like humans boarding and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't get the full impact of these trailers because I think that one of the trailers is basically this scene. Because I got this
I believe
game.
so.
I got this game at the end of high school and played it like the summer before college. And I didn't know anything about it before then, really. Like I kind of had heard about it, but I didn't know much about the franchise.
Mm-hmm.
So, because I got Fallout 3, and shortly thereafter, all of the DLC. I think Red Dead Redemption 1 and this game were like some of the first games I played on the 360 when I got it.
Yeah, this was a 360. We owned a 360, but we never. It was not big on our rotation of consoles to play.
Let's use the interactive comic. This is gonna be all right, man. Here we go.
Featuring Dark Horse Comics.
Just another routine mission. Why do they always say that before a mission? Of course it's routine. You haven't done anything yet. It's everything that happens along the way.
This is hilarious.
The choices you make, the paths you choose, that turn the routine into anything but.
Well,
of course, that's how it
reminds
started.
me of when I got the
routine mission.
I got like the
Answering
collector's
a distress
edition
call.
of Fallout New Vegas,
That got me.
and it
We
came
were
with a
testing
Dark
out
Horse
the Normandy,
Comics
Captain
comic
Anderson's new
book
ship.
in there
The
that I
distress
had
call
for
came
years.
in.
I eventually
The Alliance
lost it.
patrol on Eden Prime had been attacked.
I lost the
They'd seen
little
something they couldn't explain.
poker chips they gave in that set.
Whatever it was
I would
massive.
like to get a full poker
I
chip
hit
of
the ground
those,
with my lieutenant, Caden Olenko.
or a
good
full
kid,
poker set with those
loyal,
chips.
By the book, with a talent for biotics. We came across the lone survivor of the patrol, Gunnery Chief Ashley Williams.
Space
A
Nazi?
soldier to
Space
the core.
racist.
Tough, disciplined, ready to take on whatever came her way. Ashley joined up with us and took us to the spot
Other
where she lost her
races.
squad. That's when we saw it. The ship. Like nothing I'd ever seen. It was massive, scorching the colony and everything around it as it blasted away. We followed the path of destruction to an artifact.
I
beacon
do
left
not
by
like
a
the
long
art
dead
that
race
they
called the
chose to use
Protheans.
here.
It's not very
Colony had
good.
dug it
It's
up.
very
Whoever
generic.
attacked them had tried to take it. Chief Williams made the mistake of getting too close. It hit her with some type of energy. I grabbed her and threw her out of the way. That's when it hit me. Hard. Every muscle in my body went rigid. I couldn't move. Could barely breathe. Everything went black. And then I saw something. A vision. A dream. A nightmare. By the time I woke up, we were halfway to the Citadel on our way to meet the Council. I was expected to explain what I'd seen. Anderson came along. So did Adina, our political representative on the Citadel. With those two heavyweights, it seemed reasonable we could persuade the Council that the ship we'd seen was a potential threat, as was the individual behind the attacks. The main suspect for the Eden Prime massacre was a Turian Spectre named Saren. He'd been seen by one of the survivors from the colony at Eden Prime, and there was some evidence to suggest that the ship was connected to Saren. But even Adina's pointed accusations weren't enough to convince the Council. They just couldn't believe one of their chosen elite Spectres could be guilty of something like that. They needed proof, which meant I needed proof. Fortunately, I wasn't alone in my search. Garrus, another Turian, wanted to help. A top agent for Citadel Security. Despite orders from his superiors that he shouldn't get involved, he told me he was suspicious of Saren, and he had some useful leads. More importantly, he was willing to share them. That led me to Rex, the biggest, nastiest looking Krogan bounty hunter I'd ever seen. He turned out to be more than just a brute. It was his intel that led to a fugitive with incriminating evidence on Saren. The fugitive turned out to be an energetic little Quarian named Tally. A tech expert with a knack for
We do
hacking.
love Tally, though.
She'd procured some information on Saren. Evidence that proved Saren was dirty. Tally's evidence proved that Saren was responsible for the massacre on Eden Prime, and that the immense warship we'd spotted was in fact Saren's flagship. But it went much further. Saren was trying to find a way to bring back a race of sentient machines from dark space. Machines allegedly responsible for cleansing the galaxy of all organic life. These Reapers were blamed for wiping out all life 50,000 years ago, including the Protheans, then disappearing back through the mass relays to dark space, leaving no trace they'd ever been. That explained why Saren was after the beacon, and it made some sense out of my visions. But not much else. We couldn't convince the Council that the Reapers were a threat, but they agreed Saren had to be stopped. They stripped him of his Spectre status and gave me the honor of becoming the first human Spectre. My first task? Anderson decided to stay Liara, a Prothean expert, adept in biotics,
I'm gonna probably
and maybe
skip
most
through some of
importantly,
these.
daughter
Yeah,
of
I'm like,
Benezia.
this is.
And like most
I'm being
of
talked
Saren,
at real quick.
Liara was able to help. Ashley was a little concerned about the connection I shared with Liara. As commander, I knew either relationship had the potential to interfere with the mission. I told Liara about how I felt. Apparently, she'd felt it too. But we agreed we wouldn't let it get in the way of our mission. Finding Saren. Thanks to Liara's help, we had our next lead. Benezia. Saren had taken her. The Queen's drones were everywhere. I tried to reason, and I was left with an angry, dangerous Rachni Queen to deal with. She claimed her drones would do no harm if I released her. But the Rachni had terrorized. I couldn't do it. I wouldn't doom an entire species for past sins. And the Queen was true to her word. She left and took her army of drones with her. With Saren's top lieutenant dead, he was quickly running out of time and places to hide. Saren was breeding an army of Krogan. He'd found a cure for the genophage. I had to destroy the base. And all its Rex wanted the genophage cure for his people. I tried to convince him to help me destroy it, that these Krogan weren't real. But he wouldn't back down. Fortunately, Rex is smarter than he looks. He realized this wasn't the way to help his
What
people,
an egg.
and that Saren was the real threat. When we finally got to the center
I don't know
of
if
the
I
base,
like that, but
I realized just how close Saren was to completing his plan. He was already in communication with the Reapers.
the whole story with the Krogans
Sovereign
is
spoke to
kind of
him, but
fucked
there was
up,
no time to
honestly.
think about it. Sovereign knew where we were.
Yeah.
We had to destroy before we could detonate the bomb. Saren was Sovereign. Before I could convince him to stop, he ran, leaving me just seconds to extract my squad mates. I tried, but I wasn't fast enough.
We're saving Caden.
I could only. Ash was a good friend, and I chose Caden. That was the last time Saren would slip away from me, with my team mostly intact. But Liara saw through my words. She knew I was hurting after Ash's death. She could sense my doubts.
We both knew this mission could be our last.
We arrived on Ilos, close behind Saren. The Reapers had come.
Was there
the
any-
Protheans had fought. Saren knew. We
I don't
followed him to
remember
the Citadel,
in this
but
particular
Saren was
comic,
done.
does
As
it
the Alliance and Citadel
kind
as
of
I
force
fought
you to
regain
pick
control of the
an
Citadel,
romance
the Council
interest?
was aboard the
Or
Destiny
just more
Ascension,
like,
and they were
kind
requesting
of.
these are just like
But I knew in
story-based
order to help them, I would have to
decisions.
put our council had to be saved, even with the Citadel back in my control. It took the combined, but the costs, while humanity's efforts and the both great leaders in their own right.
I don't remember which is it. Anderson's the black guy, right?
Yes.
I think I remember liking Anderson more. So
Anderson didn't want the job.
Yeah, yeah.
which was a
Oldina
sure
was
sign
more
he'd
just
be
your
perfect for
generic kind of
No ambition to get in the way. The war was over.
that. Like he
The threat
was
had
just
passed.
more.
In time, the council would rebuild itself.
Oldina's
I had
definitely
to
more
find
just
and
a
gather my
that
crew.
scummy politician kind of vibe.
Mm-hmm. All right. Now that's over. That's so much more rough than I remembered.
Oh yeah.
But it allows you to make some choices. I think the default is that, like, you
Commander
choose
Shepard has
Ashley
been
and a
recovered.
couple other things, and I'm like, nah.
The Lazarus project will proceed as planned.
It's the thing that brings Jason Todd back to life too.
Yeah. And
I mean, that's technically called the Lazarus Pit, but whatever.
yeah, it's and when that's basically just billed as like magic outright, right? Like this is
The Lazarus Pit in the DC universe, or are you talking about this?
in the DC universe.
Oh yeah, that's just basically magic.
This because this is meant to be science, but like, is it? It feels a lot closer to like Theranos than I can't think of another science project, but oh my god, that looks horrifying. We're just gonna make him. He's just gonna be John. I don't care.
This is me.
Custom.
I am now a white male.
Do I want custom mail?
Make sure I get some privileges, Connor.
No, I don't want. We're gonna do default appearance. Okay, so soldier, infiltrator, vanguard, sentinel. Sentinel's also
I think
good.
last time I played, I either did Vanguard or Infiltrator. I definitely was a sniping bitch.
Yeah, infiltrators is fun for that reason. Engineer is also good. I mean, they're all good. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, none of them are outright bad.
It's different in this. Like this game is way different than 3 in how they function for combat and stuff. 3 makes it a little more flexible which weapons you can use. This one, you're kind of locked into a specific set of weapons you can utilize based on your class. Like soldier can use every weapon, but doesn't have a lot of. Most of their stuff is different ammo types, and they don't have biotics really. Whereas Vanguard has a lot of biotics, so does Adept. But Adept tends to be a little bit squishier. I'm just gonna do Vanguard. I don't think this really changes the game very much. The thing about this, though, is like if you're... And this isn't very... I guess they have their whole Mass Effect Deus Ex Machina type thing to explain it away, so whatever. But I'm compelled by the stuff that like... oh, what's the series called? Leviathan Wakes. I can't think of the series name right now. You know what I'm saying, though?
Yes.
The way they do.
I think I always did Earthborn too. It
Yeah.
seems like the canon, like, and I always did Soul Survivor because fuck being a war hero.
Sure. You were unable to change any settings.
He's reacting to outside stimuli, showing an awareness of his surroundings. My God, Miranda, I think he's waking up.
Damn it, Wilson. He's not ready yet. Give him the sedative. Shepard, don't try to move. Just lie still. Try to stay calm.
Heart rate's still climbing. Brain activity is off the charts. Scouts pushing into the red zone. It's not working.
Another dose. Now.
Heart rate dropping. Stats falling back into normal range. That was too close. We almost lost him.
I told you your estimates were off. Run the numbers again.
Wake up, Commander.
Wake up.
Wake up, you fool.
You don't have time to wait around, Shepard. Grab your weapon and armor.
This pistol doesn't have a thermal clip.
It's a med bay. We'll get you a clip from... Damn it! Those canisters by the door are going to blow. Get behind, Cup. Keep your head down, Shepard. Shield yourself from the blast. Someone's hacking security trying to kill you. Look for a thermal clip for your pistol.
How do I run? Can I run?
Looks like they set up a barricade to try holding the mechs off. Look out! Keep moving. We need to get to the shuttles.
It's a little weird that run
And
is the same button as the
Shepard,
taking
security
cover.
mechs are closing in on your...
But also, just to, like, it's wild to me. You're in a ship and it's like multi levels with like. I think you're in a ship. Are you in a ship?
Yeah, something like that.
Nice work, Shepard. Coast is clear.
Yeah, and I think the first game they tried to do something like just cooldowns with everything. And this one they were finally like, you know what? That was a good idea.
Yeah, because
In
you had
theory.
a heat gauge that filled up, and your gun would overheat.
Yeah.
I can't keep more
That's what they
reinforcements heading
did.
your way. Grab the grid. Here come the mechs. Use the grenade.
We've been spotted.
Take the elevator down one floor.
Yeah, I honestly do kind of wish this was
Get to the door. Run.
a different button for sprinting. It's a little weird, but it means you can't like turn and sprint at the same time, so it kind of, at least not easily. I think this is
Progress is slow, but subject shows signs of recovery. Major organs are again functional, and there are signs of rudimentary neurological activity. In an effort to accelerate the...
Log update. The
Would you say this is one of those games that kind of popularized or really pushed forward like the codexes and like the data logs you can read and all that jazz?
Yeah, probably.
I can't figure Miranda out. As project director, she should be ecstatic at all the progress we've made. But she's still the same old Ice Queen. Maybe she's worried Shepard might become the new favorite. Or maybe
And it also
she's just a pure
is one of the first games that like
Charge him up.
did the
Nice trick. Stun him. What are you doing here? Thought you were still a work in progress.
I just woke up. You probably know more than I do.
Right, sorry about that. I'm Jacob.
his face animation looks
I've been
so
stationed here
weird.
for-
Hostiles detected.
Yeah,
Damn it!
it's definitely at the time where like
Things must be worse than I thought.
No
if Miranda's got
capping
you running around. I'll fill you in, but we better
was
get you to
not
the shuttle
as
first.
advanced as it is now.
Yeah. I'm not gonna do any of
To your
that.
station, Jacob. I'll follow you.
First step, let's finish off these metal bastards.
I think I made like
But I'm a biotic. Just give the order
like-
when you want me to hit him with the good stuff.
a guy that looked a little bit like Lieutenant Surge. Oh, I'm too far away to do charge, so I can't do that. Okay.
Target down!
I don't know what I just got.
Ready to get the hell off this station?
What reward I just got. Let's get out of here.
What's the quickest way to those shuttles?
Depends where the mechs are thickest. It's probably best if we...
Check, check. Anyone on this frequency? Anybody still alive out there? Hello?
Wilson, this is Jacob. I'm here with Commander Shepard. Just took out a wave of mechs over in D-Wing.
Shepard's alive? How the hell? Never mind. You need to get him out of there. Get to the service tunnels and head for the network control room.
Roger that, Wilson. Stay on this frequency.
He is just such a dead-eyed stare.
We can get into the service tunnels through this door.
Yeah, and again, like I was saying before I lost track of that, that's just the lack of mocap, tech, and also just
Sensors
Damn it,
activated.
Wilson. This room is...
with a game that has so much
Station is crawling with mechs.
like
I'm doing the best I can.
animation to do. I'm sure with conversations, I'm sure they just
Send
automated
units
a lot of this process.
Come on over. Wilson.
They found me. Help.
Wilson, where are you?
Server room B. Hurry. They're out of control.
There's no doors I can go through. Okay. I just don't want to miss like a good location of credits because I'm going too fast.
Shepard, down here!
Hold on. Case in point.
Physical reconstruction of subject is
No
complete,
credits.
but we still need to evaluate all mental and neurological
Okay.
functions. Our orders were clear. Make Commander Shepard hurry.
Bastards got me in the leg!
We need to get off this station.
I'm not going anywhere till someone fixes my leg.
Should be some Medi-gel in the first aid station on the wall. Hopefully there's enough to get him up and moving again.
Grab the Medi-gel from the first aid station on the wall.
This is just it's just tutorializing, giving them
Thanks, Shepard.
meds,
Never thought you'd
which
save
is like
my life.
really done in a goofy way because I think you can just do it wherever and heal them, but
Thought maybe I could shut down the security mechs.
Yeah.
Whoever did this
I don't think you have
the
to be
whole
close to your allies.
Was it is it an AOE?
We didn't ask what you were
I'm
doing.
not sure.
Why do you even have
Okay.
security mech clearance? You were in the bio wing.
Weren't you listening? I came here to try and fix this. Besides, I was shot. How do you explain that?
You're all strangers to me. Let's get someplace safe, then we'll sort out who's fault.
Right, Shepard.
I don't know who the
We need
fuck
to
any of
find
you are.
Miranda. We
I
can't leave her
I like
alone.
this. This is one of those first where it's like
Miranda.
what he
She was
says
a
is way different than what's
The mechs were all
shown.
over that sector. There's no way she survived.
A bunch of mechs won't drop Miranda.
Where is she? Why haven't we heard from her? There are only two possible explanations. She's either dead, or she's a traitor.
Then why did you wake me up and warn me about the attack?
Okay, maybe she's not a traitor, but that doesn't change the facts.
Just so easily convinced.
We need to save ourselves. The shuttle bay is only a few. Overload the canisters to clear a path to the shuttles. That's it. Let's get out of here.
Okay, we took him down, but this is getting tense. Shepard, if I tell you who we work for, will you trust me?
This really isn't the time, Jacob.
We won't make it if he's expecting a shot in the back.
If you want to piss off the boss, it's your ass, Jacob.
The Lazarus Project. The program.
Oh, that's Steve Blum.
It's funded and controlled by
Oh,
Cerberus.
is it?
Mm-hmm.
I wiped out my share of Cerberus projects when I was a Spectre. Back then, they were trying to kill me. Why the change of heart?
Those answers are way above my pay grade. But basically, things change. The Alliance declared you dead. They gave up. Cerberus spent a fortune to bring you back. Look, I'd be suspicious too, but right now we have to work together. I thought you deserved to know what's what. Once we're off the station, I'll take you to the elusive man. He'll explain everything. I promise.
Such a goofy name.
Well,
Such a goofy name.
if I won't get any more answers here, let's get moving.
Man.
Yeah.
It's not much farther to the shuttle bay.
Oh, it's codex entries. Okay. Metagel. Nothing that way. Okay.
They've seen us.
Any others around? No. Were there really only 3 of them?
Yes.
They're being shot at from behind, aren't they? Yep.
I've got him!
The AI definitely was something to be desired.
Yeah. So that's one of those.
There's so many of them.
Times.
Oh, I have a rocket launcher still. What the hell?
Hostile forces have engaged.
This guy is, yeah, that it was like running into the wall.
Mm-hmm.
Test subject has been recovered, but the damage is far worse than we initially
Credits,
feared.
cool.
In addition to
How many credits do I have?
an internal injuries.
It doesn't tell me yet. Okay.
Subject has suffered significant cellular breakdown.
I think that's all the credits I can find in this early section, to be honest, so. One thing that is kind of nice about this game is it's like... Okay. It has some exploration options, but it's not like...
Come on, through here. We're almost at the... Miranda, but you were...
What an intro.
What the hell are you doing?
My job. Wilson betrayed us all.
If you say so. What's our next step?
Get on the shuttle and go. My boss wants to speak to you.
You mean the elusive man? I know you work for Cerberus.
Ah, Jacob. I should have known your
This looks
conscience would
so
get the
bad
better
right
of you.
now.
Lying to the commander isn't the way to get
Again,
him to
it's one of
join
those
our
like
cause.
Well, since
a
we're
lot of
getting everything out
photorealistic
in the open,
games
is there
don't
anything else
age
you want to
well.
ask before we
Yeah.
go, Commander?
I've had enough of this station to last a lifetime.
Or 2, in your case. Come on.
I also think it's funny that, like, this is the... I can't think of her name right now, but she was in Chuck for several seasons, and then...
Yvonne Strahovski, yeah.
Yeah, and then a season of Dexter, I believe.
Yes.
Before you meet with the elusive man,
And I would be lying if I said,
ask a
like,
few questions to evaluate your condition.
did not.
Come on,
If I didn't
Miranda,
have like
more
a huge
tests?
crush on her, but like,
Shepard took down those
come
mechs
on.
without any trouble.
Well,
that has to be good enough.
Yeah.
It's been 2
here.
years since the attack.
Conventionally
the elusive man
attractive.
needs to know that Shepard's personality and memories are intact.
Accent. Yeah.
Ask the questions.
I'm only a man, Connor.
This is a waste of time. I feel as good as ever.
The sooner we start, the sooner we can be done. Start with personal history.
Okay. Records show you grew up on Earth. Tough environment, no parents. You enlisted and you survived a Thresher Maw attack that wiped out the rest of your team. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I remember it. Everyone's screaming.
I read the report. 50 Marines died in a cruise. You were the only one who lived. Satisfied, Miranda?
Almost. Let's try something more recent. Vermeer, where you destroyed Saren's cloning facility. You had to leave one of your squad behind to die in the blast.
Gunnery Chief Ashley Williams was killed in action. It was your call. Why did you leave her behind?
We should move on.
There are other tests we really should run.
Come on, Miranda. Enough with the quizzes. The memories are there, and I can vouch for Shepard's combat skills personally.
I suppose you're right. We'll have to hope the elusive man accepts our little field test as evidence enough.
I mean, what choice does he have?
Yeah, because like, she's acting like he has a lot of
The
like
elusive man is
wiggle
waiting
room
for
to
you in the other
negotiate
room.
this.
Oh, I got +2 Renegade.
Hell yeah.
What kind of armor do I want? I don't have the option. I can change. Oh! Increases weapon damage for 5%? Yeah, sure. I think that's part of the collection. We're just gonna go immediately to pink.
Hell yeah.
No, we're gonna do... the dark red. That's not the direction I'm supposed to go. Ah! Trying to run and it activated it again. I remember this being a really tedious conversation, so I might skip through a lot of it.
And what exactly
That our
is it?
Yeah, it's very tedious. It's just he's just setting me up for like you need to collect a
What do you think?
team of men.
I brought
Okay. So now I think we're gonna have like a mission where we fight a mech, and that will probably be enough for the first little episode here. But first, I'm gonna update my squad. Okay. Blah 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 blah. Don't care. Okay. Powers. I want to increase charge, so we're gonna do that, and then I can't do, and then shockwave. Oh, I can't do that either. Oh, did I spend 2 on charge somehow? Oh, I leveled it up. Okay, whatever. I should have read that closer, but oh well. Because this is the one I want to be leveling into a bit too. The leveling in this game is a little weird, to be honest.
I don't remember it, so we'll have to. You'll have to re-explain it? Question mark.
It's just like this, though. It's just you get the squad points and you put them into your levels like this. But I thought I could level my allies. Maybe not in this one. Okay. I guess not. We're going to save. Just make sure that's done. Okay.
Oh, I forgot there's like straight up mission like screens.
Yeah,
Should be
because
there shortly, Shepard.
the game is
The
very...
elusive man put us under your command. Do you have any orders?
Just keep your eyes open. We're looking for anything that tells us who did this.
Understood, Commander. With luck, we'll find something that was missed at the other colonies.
Then we can find out who's behind it.
All right. Going in. I mean, this is probably going to be a little painful because it's been a while since I played the game, and I'm playing on normal, so it's not going to be that big a deal. But like on hard, you have to be a little bit more careful with your powers. Like you have to utilize your allies a little more effectively.
Yeah.
Looks like everyone just got up and left right in the middle of dinner.
And this is like this isn't even that far in the future. They definitely do a really hefty, like, I don't know if it's quite the same as a Deus Ex Machina, but it's the same general idea where like they discover the ancient technology on Mars, and it
yeah,
everything just catapults them into better technology almost like functionally overnight. Because this is like 2287 or some shit. It's very, or 2187.
Strange.
No,
No bodies.
this story I think is like
Structural damage.
2240 or something like that, I believe. Yeah, what's it say? Secondary. Its first contact war was 2157, so that's only about 120 years from now, 122 years from now. And then the current year is like, it's only like 100 years after that timeline. Yeah, so now, 2057 is the first contact war. And it's only 2185. It's only 150 years. 160 years. Correction. 160 years from today's date. So, like, ridiculous conceptually, but whatever. Okay, I have the shotgun. I have one grenade, and then I have their abilities. Please use your heavy pistol.
Change weapon.
Strange. Security systems were disabled at the other station.
I need to see. I think I'm supposed to be using the shotgun with this class
Someone
more than
reprogrammed
anything.
him
So.
to attack on sight. We're not alone here.
The Vanguard ability doesn't feel quite as good as it does in 2.
This is 2.
Or 3. I don't know why I'm...
Yeah.
But it doesn't feel as good.
I remember 3 the least, now that I think about it.
Okay, cool.
We've been spotted.
The thing about the game that's like, important to remember is just how much you really have to be focusing on cover.
I'm not taking any chances with Cerberus.
I mean, it is a cover shooter.
But it's like more than modern versions of the cover shooter. It's like it's not having played it for so long.
Cerberus rebuilt me, Tally. In return, they asked me to investigate these attacks on human colonies.
You'll pardon us for not taking you at your word, Cerberus.
We're well within our rights to investigate attacks on a human colony. I'd like to know what the Quarians are doing here.
Weapons down, Praza. Whatever's going on here, I don't think we need another fight. One of our people was here on pilgrimage. His name was Vitor.
I do really like the story of the I can't think what they call it right now, but the Quarians and
If Vitor survived the
the
attack,
fleet.
he may be able to tell us what happened.
Yeah.
That's the hope. We've seen him, but he might not be in the best place to answer
I mean,
questions.
they're effectively trying to create
was
like
injured
space
and,
Roma or
nervous
space Jews with it, but
means that he was unstable. Combine that with damage to his suit CO2 scrubber and an infection from an open air
considering their
explosion,
accents,
he's likely delirious.
space Roma.
When he
But
saw us landing,
Yeah.
he hid in a warehouse on the far side of town. We suspect he also programmed the mechs to attack anything that moved.
Vitor's the only one who can tell us what happened here. We should work together to find him.
Good idea. You'll need 2 teams to get past the drones anyway.
Now we're working with Cerberus?
No, Praza, you're working for me. If you can't follow orders, go away from
Queen.
the ship. Head for the warehouse through the center of the colony. We'll circle around the far side and draw off some of the drones to clear you a path.
Make sure to keep in radio contact.
Will do. Good luck, Shepard. See you on the far side.
This is where close to where we fight the mech, I believe. Okay. The only thing is, if you choose like Renegade, he just starts looking really disgusting. So.
Oh, you get yeah. It's that age of like where Fable, like Fable.
Be careful, Shepard. There's a squad of security
What's it called?
drones up ahead.
Thanks for the warning. We'll take care of them.
Aesthetic changes to your.
They've seen us.
Requesting assistance failure.
Oh God. Oh, we blew up. Okay, that's all that was. Oh, and it ruined the thing. I can't do it anymore. That's annoying.
Use overload on them.
We should have expected this.
Come on, we can still catch them.
I like how his abilities aren't even useful on these guys.
No, yeah.
Enemy down.
Hurry, Shepard. We're inside the loading docks. Vitor reprogrammed the heavy mech. It's tearing Praza's squad apart.
They did want to get to Vitor first.
Get your squad into cover and I'll open the loading bay doors.
We'll take cover by the doors. Shepard, you take point.
I remember some of these mechs getting kind of annoying, the way they throw them at you later.
Right.
This one, I'm pretty sure if you just stay between the
That mech's got
crates,
heavy armor plating. Those Quarians
you'll be
never stood a
okay.
chance.
I like how they like throw me
This is
into the
gonna be one
into
tough
the
son of a
room
bitch
instead
to
of
take
letting
down.
me shoot from outside of the room, but whatever.
Overload will take out
I should use overload
the shield.
first. Don't go cover there, dude. Wait, did that actually die already? Oh. Okay, not a problem on normal. It's a fragile crate. Okay, so that's done. I think there's a thing I can get here. I know a credit somewhere.
This is your chance to go find Vitor while I tend to the wounded, Shepard. He's probably somewhere in the back of the loading bay.
This is valuable.
That's just weird because that isn't where I killed him. But there's also the era of putting like little mini games like that and everything.
Yep.
And that still happens. It's just I think they've refined them a bit. I don't mind it so much. I actually think the Fallout ones are kind of okay.
Monsters coming back. Mechs will protect. Safe from swarms. Have to hide. No monsters. No swarms. No.
Vitor?
No Vitor. Not here. Swarms can't find. Monsters coming. Have to hide.
Hey, I'm talking to you.
Great. We come all this way and our only witness is a babbling idiot.
Swarms coming. Storm coming. Storm of swarms. Mechs will protect. Have to hide. Have to hide. No escape. Can't hide forever. Swarms will find you. Monsters find you. No hope. No escape.
Vitor, I'm here to protect you. I won't let the monsters get you. I promise.
Have to hide. Have to hide. Mechs.
The idea that he's able to hack in that effortlessly is kind of wild, honestly.
Where'd you hide? How come they didn't find you?
Who didn't find us?
The monsters. The swarms. They took everyone.
Why didn't the colonists fight back, Vitor? What happened?
You don't know. You didn't see. But I see everything.
Looks like security footage. He must have pieced it together manually.
What the hell is that?
My god. I think it's a collector.
Is that some kind of alien?
They're a species from somewhere beyond the Omega-4 relay. Only a few people have ever seen one in person.
They usually work through intermediaries, like slavers or hired mercenaries. If they're involved with the Reapers somehow, it could explain what happened to the colonies.
The collectors have advanced technology. They could have a weapon that disables an entire settlement at once.
The Seeker swarms. No one can hide. The Seekers find you, freeze you.
I like
and
the
monsters
aesthetics
take you
of
away.
the collectors. The kind of like
What happened next?
uncanny,
The monsters took the people onto the ship, and then they left.
insectile
The ship flew away.
look.
But they'll be back for me. No one escapes.
I think that's probably all we're getting out of him, Commander.
We appreciate what you told us. You were very helpful.
I studied them. The monsters. The swarms. I recorded them with my Omni tool. Lots of readings. Electromagnetic. Dark energy.
We need to get this data to the elusive man. Grab the quarry and call the shuttle to come pick us up.
Still such a hilarious name to me.
What? Vitor
Like,
is injured. He needs
it's
treatment,
goofy,
not an
almost.
interrogation.
We won't hurt him. We just need to see if he knows anything else. He'll be returned unharmed.
Your people tried to betray us once already. If we give him to you, we'll never get the intel we need.
Praza was an idiot, and he and his men paid for it. You're welcome to take Vitor's Omnitool data, but please, just let me take him.
He's traumatized and he needs medical care. Tally will give us the Omnitool data and take him to the flotilla.
Understood, Commander.
Thank you, Shepard. I'm glad you're still the one giving the orders. Good luck out there. If I find anything that can help you, I'll let you know.
We're ready for pickup.
Dun dun dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
There's some odd like pauses between conversation points. I don't know if that's like an artifact of like needing to load things or.
Shepard, good work.
Probably.
On Freedom's progress. The Quarians forwarded their findings
Again,
for
this is
Vior's debriefing.
a point where
No new data,
we're still using like
but
spinning disk
surprising
hard
olive
drives.
branch, given our history. You and I have different methods, but I can't argue with your results.
You ever think about playing nice once in a while?
Diplomacy is great when it works, but difficult when everyone already perceives you as a threat. But more importantly, you confirm the Collectors are behind the abductions.
Why do I get the feeling you knew about them already?
I had my suspicions, but I needed proof. The Collectors are enigmatic at best. They periodically travel to the Terminus systems, looking to gather seemingly unimportant items or specimens, usually in exchange for their technology. When their transactions are complete, they disappear as quickly as they arrived, back beyond the unmapped Omega-4 relay. Until now, we've had no evidence of direct aggression.
I
by
do
the
remember the
Collectors.
Omega-4 relay being a thing.
The Collectors are definitely a human enemy. But how do we know there's a connection to the Reapers?
Their focus shifted to humanity only after you and the human fleet destroyed Sovereign. The abductions are related, even if the Alliance
All
and the
your
Council
fault.
refuse to believe it. I won't wait until the Reapers are on the march. We need to take the fight to them.
If this is a war, I'll need an army. Or a really good team.
I've already compiled a list of soldiers, scientists, and mercenaries. You'll get dossiers on the best of them. Finding them and convincing them to work with you could be challenging, but you're a natural leader. I'll continue to track the Collectors. When they make their next appearance, I'll notify you and your team. Be ready.
You worry about the Collectors. I'll make sure my team's ready.
Good. 2 things before you go. First, head to Omega and find Morden Solus. He's a brilliant Solarian scientist. Our intelligence suggests he may know how to counteract the Collector's paralyzing Seeker swarms.
Sounds good. What else?
I found a pilot I think you might like. I hear he's one of the best. Someone you can trust.
Hey, Commander. Just like old times, huh?
I can't believe it's you, Joker.
Look who's talking. I saw you get spaced.
Got lucky, with a lot of strings attached. How'd you get here?
It all fell apart without you, Commander. Everything you stirred up, the Council just wanted it gone. The team was broken up, record sealed, and I was grounded. The Alliance took away the one thing that mattered to me. Hell yeah, I joined Cerberus.
You really trust the Elusive Man?
Well, I don't trust anyone who makes more than I do. But they aren't all bad. Saved your life.
I love that all it took is for him to get his ship back. That's all.
They only told me last
He
night.
does not care otherwise.
I mean, it is. Those kind of people exist, right? It's like, just give me my very narrow command, and I'm just not going to worry about the rest. It is also like the course of the last game was basically you all knowing that something bad was coming, but everyone in power just refusing to engage with it.
Can't relate now, guys.
Right on. Is it gonna have a?
I've been looking over the dossiers. I'd strongly recommend starting by acquiring Morden Solus, the Solarian professor on Omega. We know the Collectors use some type of advanced
This is just
technology
like
to immobilize
you can
their
go with this
weapons.
guy.
We'll need him to develop a countermeasure.
Without that countermeasure, we'll be helpless if we ever run into the Collectors.
Okay.
Acquiring Professor Solus seems like the most logical place to start.
Who are you?
I am the Normandy's artificial intelligence. The crew like to refer to me as Edie.
Shut that thing down. I don't want it on my ship.
Have I offended?
Shepard spent a great deal of time fighting rogue AI. Geth, mostly. Plus that incident with the Alliance's
Wait, did
Hannibal
you tell it to
system.
shut down the AI?
Yeah,
Distrust
sorry.
is logical, Shepard.
I just said AIs are
Unlike the
dangerous.
irrational mistrust of most humans. However, I am no threat to you, or I observe and offer analysis and advice. Nothing more.
Now that we've got that sorted out, let's move on to these dossiers.
Final preparations for takeoff are complete.
Jacob and I should return to our posts. Come find us if you have any questions.
Alright. Use the galaxy map. Use the private terminal to get status updates. Select weapons. And use the elevator to access other decks. Go to the captain's quarters to customize your appearance. In the tech lab. Alright. So... team status. That's interesting.
Oh, you get... Well, I mean, I imagine this has like DLC stuff already preloaded for you.
Yeah, that's probably what it is. It's like a different Cerberus outfit, more like his uniform.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually prefer it. About upgrades. Okay. I don't want to read all that stuff right now. No, no, sir.
A scientist is required to use the technical laboratory.
Right, so I can't open that yet. I can do this guy. This is where... Armory. Let's see. Shepard. Arc projector. Let's do that. We can't... I don't have another shotgun, so I can't do anything else there. Don't have anything else for them, or... Yeah, okay.
What's this area of the ship?
This is the in addition to interfacing with the FTL comm network, Normandy is fitted with a... This allows lag-free communication. even when
Goodbye,
you
don't
operate.
That's all for now.
Logging you out, Shepard.
Okay. So I think that's going to be a good stopping point. Kind of just wanted to look and see. I want to change my outfit real quick, though. Let's do that first. Just remember where I have to go for it. Elevator. Captain's cabin. Oh, so much better load times, though, than the original. So I don't need to change the... Did I get new armor or anything? No, it's just the same screen as before. My casual appearance, though. Look at these outfits they give you. Oh my god. That one, though. Okay. This is the one we want, right? Yeah. All right. There we go. That's the episode. We will continue here with the next episode. We'll probably go in the recommended order, at least at first. And then I don't know if we can go to the Citadel yet, but if we can, I'll stop there. But then we're gonna go get the scientist and go from there. No gaming scientist. Peace.
Bye.